I wonder why.
Matt.
I mean, when someone wants to buy your company, don't you have a duty to shareholders to at least engage in talks?
Yeah, thanks, Matt. I mean, I think one of the things that you should realize that we did talk with IP and we received their proposals, and on 2 occasions we met with them, once by telephone and once in person, and we received their proposals. And the reality was, Matt, they were far away from what we thought was a realistic point to start talking with them. So there's no point to talk to somebody unless they're close to where we think the value of the company was. And the board of directors, together with its advisors, were very clear on that, and that they were far away. And if they wanted to make another proposal, we would always have listened, but they didn't. So therefore, it's from the point of view of the board and as I say, its advisors, they were far away from what we wanted.
Tony Smurfit, Guy Johnson in London. Just to that point about sort of coming back, good morning. Do you expect, is this the end of this process? It's the end of it for now, but would you anticipate, considering the consolidation that is taking place within the sector and the industry, would you expect that you will once again fall under the spotlight once again when it comes to the M&A story?
Listen, Guy, hi. I think the reality is when you're a public company, you are always available for somebody to talk to you and to make an offer for your company, and then it's up to the board and its shareholders to decide whether or not that's a reasonable offer. We are not for sale. Our company is actually a consolidator itself. We've just recently bought something for 460 million in the Netherlands, and we continue to look for acquisitions across the globe. We operate in 35 countries, and we have a very unique culture in Smurfit Kappa, and I think that's something we want to build on. But obviously, if somebody comes in with a large enough offer, we're going to consider it. That's the reality.
You've already got, the shares are up, 20%, I think, year to date, 40% over the past 12 months. What do you consider to be a reasonable offer, Tony?
I don't think, Matt, I want to go there. I mean, the reality is that, we continue to build shareholder value. We pay a very progressive dividend. As you said, we were up strongly last year. The sector's in very good shape. The secular trends for our business with regard to replacing plastic with corrugated packaging is very positive for us, and that's only starting. And then you start with the whole area of e-commerce, and that's again in its nascent business here in Europe and other parts of the world. Not so much in the United States, but that's a growing trend. So we feel very, very strongly about our position in Smurfit Kappa.
Tony, kind of strange question, but how distracted were you by this? Where would you be if this hadn't have happened? Is there kind of, do you feel you've been held back over the last few months as a result of this offer that's come in?
Guy, I think that, obviously I was, in a sense, double jobbing over the last 3 or 4 months. I mean, we have delivered a record first quarter. We continue to say our business is in very good shape, and we expect to have a very good second quarter and beyond. So I think our business is in very good shape. We've run the business, I think, very well, in the sense that we have concluded a fairly sizable transaction of 460 million during the second quarter. So it's been business as usual. But I'd be lying if it wasn't this issue of IP was not taking a lot of our time, and that it certainly has.
What do you, let me go on a completely different subject on a trade war. What do you think of the moves by Trump, the retaliations? What do you expect? Is a trade war going to be a problem for Smurfit Kappa?
I think a trade war would be a problem for everyone, and I think that, I hope that the adults take over here and make sure that everybody's not hurt. I mean, we've seen, history has shown that trade wars are bad for business, bad for global economies, and bad for the security of nations. And so, I sincerely hope that, as I say, the adults take over, and I think that's obviously something we would hope doesn't happen.